Hello everyone, Neo Rashi here. Yeah, I'm doing this pretty late compared to usual. It's currently October 4th at 9:30 p.m. Anyway, I got since last month, since last video, I got 66 books for a total of 1,566, which is one of the most books I got in a month, although I'd say 9 of them were gotten, well, like 12 of them have been obtained after November 1st, so don't know if that really counts. I think it does. It's still in less than a week after. Anyway, so also I've got a 6th bookcase. So yeah, the 6 is another smaller one, so and I only got a couple books on it, so it shouldn't be much longer than it usually is. So let's start with the usual big black bookshelf, and you'll see if you watch my other video that the top section has changed significantly. Not the other sections though, but you'll see why. So I'm gonna turn on the light. Alright, so Cheerful Amnesia, Volume 1. I haven't read it yet. Catch These Hands, Volume 1 through 4, the entire collection. I've read up to Volume 3. Like a Butterfly, Volume 1 and 2. I've read up to only Volume 1 actually. Please Put Them On, Takamine-san, Volume 1 through 6. I've read Volume 1. Azumi-chan is interested in lesbian brothels, Volume 1 through and 3. And I've read Volume 1. Double Your Pleasure, Twin Yuri Anthology. I haven't read it yet. Syrup, a Yuri Anthology, Volume 1 through 4. I've read up to Volume 2. Secret of the Princess. There's only one volume and I've read it. The Girl in the Arcade, Volume 1, 2, and 3, the entire collection. I haven't read it yet. Yuri Life, No Love, No Life. There's only one volume and I've read it. The Demon Girls Next Door, Volume 1 through 6. I've read it to Volume 3. Futari Escape, Volume 1, 2, and 3. I've read Volume 1 and 2. And I think I'm gonna move these right here. Yeah, makes much more sense. Nay Nay Nay, there's only one volume and I've read it. Monologue Woven for You, Volume 1, 2, and 3. I've read up to Volume 2. This is the entire collection. Hello, Dori. Bochi. Shikimori is Not Just a Cutie, Volume 1 through 14. I've read up to Volume 9. Marmalade Boy, Volume 1 through 6. Through these double-sized books, I've read Volume 1 and 2. K-On, the entire collection, Volume 1 through 4. I haven't started it yet. Look Back, there's only one volume. I've read it. I Don't Know Which Is Love. There's no, there's more than one volume. Never mind. But I haven't read Volume 1. The Maid I Hired Recently is Mysterious, Volume 1 through 6. I've read up to Volume 5. Breasts Are My Favorite Thing in the World, Volume 1 through 7. I've read up to Volume 4. A Tropical Fish Yearns for Snow, the entire collection, 1 through 9. I've read all 9 of them. My Lovey-Dovey Wife is a Stone Cold Killer, Volume 1 through 4. I've read up to Volume 3. Kuma 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 Bear, Volume 1 through 7. I've read up to Volume 2. Girlfriends, Volume 1 through 5, the entire collection. I've read all 5 of them. Skip and Loafer, Volume 1 through 8. I've read up to Volume 6. Otaku Hell, Volume 1 through 6. I've read up to Volume 3. Slow Life in Another World, I Wish, Volume 1 through 5. I've read up to only Volume 1. A Galaxy Next Door, Volume 1 through 5. I've read up to Volume 2, but I am reading Volume 3 here. I put it back on the shelf for this video's purposes. And my cat is now attacking me. When Will Ayumu Makes His Move, Volume 1 through 13. I've read up to Volume 10. Does It Count If You Lose Your Virginity to an Android? Volume 1 and 2. I've read Volume 1. And as you can see, my cat is here. So please go down. I need this space. Alright, After Hours, Volume 1, 2, and 3, the entire collection. I've only read Volume 1. Alter Ego, there's only one volume, I haven't read it yet. Teasing Master Takagi-san, Volume 1 through 17, I've read in English from 5 to 17. But I did read 1 through 4 in French when I had the French mangas. The 100 Girlfriend Who Really Love You, Volume 1 through 7, I've read up to Volume 2. Failed Princesses, the entire collection, Volume 1 through 6, I've read all 6 of them. There's No Freaking Way I'll Be Your Lover Unless, Volume 1, 2, and 3, I've read up to Volume 1. Oshinoko, Volume 1, 2, and 3, I've read up to Volume 2. How Do We Relationship, Volume 1 through 9, I've read up to Volume 4. Ina and Anna After School, the entire collection, I've read up to Volume 2. Kubo Won't Let Me Be Invisible, Volume 1 through 9, I've read up to Volume 8. Tamamo-chan's a Fox, the entire collection, I've read up to Volume 3. Still Sick, the entire collection, I've only read Volume 1. After School Bitchcraft, the entire collection, I've only read Volume 1. To Save the World, Can You Wake Up the Morning After with a Demi-Human, Volume 1 through 6, I've read up to Volume 2. Divine Raymond Magical Girl Howling Moon, Volume 1, 2, and 3, the entire collection, I've read all 3 of them, sorry. If the RPG World had social media, the entire collection, I haven't read it yet. Last Round Arthurs, Volume 1 and 2, I've read Volume 1 only. This is the entire collection, by the way, at least for the manga. Our Teachers Are Dating, the entire collection, I've read up all 4 of them. This is the novel version of the Saint's Magic Powers Omnipotent, Volume 1 through 8, and Volume 1 through 7 of the manga. I've read Volume 1 and 2 for both. Even Though We're Adults, Volume 1 through 6, I've read up to Volume 2. Call of the Night, Volume 1 through 13, I've read up to Volume 7. NTR Netsuzu Trap, the entire collection, I've read up to Volume 4. Who Says Warrior Can't Be Babes, the entire collection, I've only read Volume 1. Goodbye My Rose Garden, the entire collection, I've read all 3 of them. Drugstore in Another World, Volume 1 through 7, I've read up to Volume 2. Keita, please, I need you to move. He's not gonna be happy. Miruko-chan, Volume 1 through 8, as well as the official comic anthology. I haven't read the anthology yet, and I've read up to Volume 5 of the manga. The White Cat's Revenge, As Plotted from the Dragon King's Lab, Volume 1 through 4, finally 4. Took like 3 years to release, but I still read only Volume 1. Oremo, the entire collection, I've read Volume 1 and 2. Eromanga Sensei, the entire collection that was released in English. I think the series ended officially at Volume 12, but I've read all 3 of them, and up to Volume 6, on Scan's website. The Executioner in A Way of Life, Volume 1, 2, and 3, I've only read Volume 1. The Tale of the Outcast, Volume 1 through 7, I've read up to Volume 3. Days and Fest, the entire collection, I've read up to Volume 3. The Golden Sheep, the entire collection, I've read up to Volume 1. My Cute Kitten, there's only 1 volume. No, there's 1 volume out, but I think Volume 2 is going to release in English soon, but I haven't read it yet. Our Wonderful Days, the entire collection, I've read all 3 of them. Éclair, the colorless Blanche, Bleu, Rouge, Orange, I've only read the colorless one, and it's been over 2 years since, so I really need to read the other ones. A Witch's Love at the End of the World, the entire collection, I've read Volume 1 and 2. Restaurant to Another World, the entire collection, I've read up to Volume 2 as well. Konohana Kitan, Volume 1 through 12, I've read up to Volume 7. Futaribeya, Volume 1 through 9, I've read up to, well, not all 9 of them. Hello, Keita. Touring After the Apocalypse, Volume 1, 2, and 3, I've read all 3 of them. Happy Sugar Life, the entire collection, I've read all 10 of them. Imperfect Girl, the entire collection, I've read all 3 of them. Idle Dreams, I believe this is the entire collection because it's been on hiatus for the longest time, so it's presumably cancelled. But I have only read Volume 1. Roll Over and Die, I Will Fight for an Ordinary Life with My Love and Cursed Sword, I've read only Volume 1. Trapped in a Dating Sim, The World of Autonomy Games is Stuff for Mobs, Volume 1 through 8, I've read up to only Volume 1 actually. Days of Love at Seagull Villa, the entire collection, I've read the entire collection. Don't Toy With Me, Miss Nagatoro, Volume 1 through 15, I've read up to Volume 10. School Zone Girls, Volume 1 through 4, I've read up to Volume 3. Little Witch Academia, Volume 1 through 3, the entire collection, I've read all 3 of them. Sex Head 120%, the entire collection, I've read only Volume 1. Strawberry Fields, once again, the entire collection, I've read up to all 3 of them actually. The Alchemist Who Survived Now Dreams of a Quiet City Live, Volume 1 and 2, the entire collection, I've read only Volume 1. Gudere Sora Nagiara, the entire collection, I've read only Volume 1 and 2, and this is another case of it's been over 2 years since I read last volume, so yeah. Alright, now it's most of my French crap. Tying the Knot with an Amagami Sister, Volume 1 and 2, I haven't started it yet. My Tiny Senpai, Volume 1, I haven't started it yet. Are We 2, or Moving Forward, Volume 1 through 11, the entire collection, I've read up to Volume 3. Partners 2.0, Volume 1, 2, and 3, I've read Volume 1. My Clueless First Friend, Volume 1 through 11, I've read all 11 of them. Secret Girlfriends, Volume 1 and 2, the entire collection, I've only read them in Scan's website, these French copies, I haven't touched them yet. Same for Yoko Amakai Shikiku, except that I've only read Volume 1 through 4, but I haven't touched these 12 books yet. My Boy in Blue, Volume 1 through 14, I've read up to Volume 4. Miraculous, there's only 1 volume so far, and I haven't read it yet. Corpse Party Blood Covered, Volume 1, 2, and 3, I've read Volume 1. Somersault Turn, Volume 1 through 5, the entire collection, I haven't started it yet. Plongé dans la Nuit, Volume 1, 2, and 3, the entire collection, I haven't started it yet. He Came for Learning Love, Volume 1, 2, and 3, I haven't started it yet, this is the entire collection. I think this is Heroine for Hire, I believe. The entire collection, I've read Volume 1. Lovely Loveless Romance, Volume 1 through 5, I've read up to Volume 3. Cette vie est auprès de toi, Volume 1, 2, and 3, I've read none of them. And Madoka's Secret, there's only 1 volume and I've read it. Next is Waiting for Spring, Volume 1 through 14, the entire collection, I've read Volume 1. Super Cub, Volume 1 through 4, I've read up to Volume 2. But yeah, I misplaced Volume 2 and 3. Dreaming Sun, Volume 1 through 5, I haven't started yet. A Whisker Away, Volume 1, 2, and 3, the entire collection, I've read Volume 1 and 2. The Apothecary's Diary, Volume 1 through 11, I've read Volume 1. And now for more French crap. There we go, here. Hanano Breath of Flowers, Volume 1 and 2, I've read both. Une si belle couleur, Volume 1 and 2, the entire collection, I haven't touched it yet. I still haven't moved my Octave manga, so 3 of them are upside down. But yeah, this is the entire collection, and I've read Volume 1 and 2. Flowers for Vincent, Volume 1, I haven't read it yet. And Yet You're So Sweet, Volume 1, 2, and 3, I've read Volume 1. Bus Bright Days, Volume 1 through 10, I've read Volume 1 and 2. Secret of the Magical Stone, Volume 1, 2, and 3, I haven't started yet. I believe this is the entire collection. Luminous Blue, there's only 2 volumes, and I've read both. Assorted Entanglements, Volume 1 through 5, I've read Volume 1 only. Adabana, Volume 1, 2, and 3, the entire collection, I haven't started it yet. Our Summer Love, there's only 1 volume, and I've read it. Witch Watch, Volume 1 through 4, I've only read Volume 1. En attendant lundi, Volume 1 and 2, the entire collection, I've only read Volume 1 as well. Mon coloc est une Gamers, Volume 1 through 5, I've read only Volume 1. L'Appel des Montagnes, Volume 1 through 4, I've read up to Volume 3, sorry. A couple of Cuckoos. Actually, no, I think I've read only Volume 1 and... Yeah, I've read only Volume 1 and 2. Never mind. A couple of Cuckoos, Volume 1 through 10, I've read up to Volume 1. Girlfriend, Volume 1 through 4, I've read up to Volume 2, but yeah, I misplaced them again. Quatre Frères pour moi, Volume 1 and 2, I haven't started it yet. Sweetness and Lightning, Volume 1 and 2, I've only read Volume 1. Words Bubble Up Like Soda Pop, I think this is the correct title. Volume 1, 2, and 3, I've read only Volume 1. This is the entire collection. Insomniacs After School, Volume 1 through 9. I haven't read them all, even though it's one of my favorite. I've read up to Volume 8. Sent to Man, Volume 1, 2, and 3, the entire collection. I've read Volume 1 and 2. Mitsubishi Color, Volume 1 and 2. I've only read Volume 1. Keep Your Hands Off Aizuken, Volume 1. I haven't started it yet. Migratory Birds and Snail, Volume 1. I haven't started it yet. The More You Chew, The Sweeter It Gets, Volume 1 through 6, the entire collection. I've read Volume 1 and 2. Neko no Tera no Shion-san, the entire collection. I've read up to Volume 5. Hug Me Please, Volume 1 and 2. I haven't started it yet. Sakura Saku, Volume 1 and 2. Volume 1, 2, and 3. I've read up to Volume 1. Running Girl, the entire collection. I've read up to Volume 1 only. My Neighbor Seki, Volume 1 through 10. I've read up to Volume 3. Country Girl, Alice in the Country of the Three-Sided Mirror, Volume 1 and 2. The entire collection. I haven't started it yet. Brother for Rent, Volume 1 through 4, I've read Volume 1. Sao Tome Love and Boxing, Volume 1 through 10, the entire collection, I've read up to Volume 3. Pseudo Aaron, Volume 1 and 2, I've read only Volume 1, sorry, I kind of spaced out for a bit. Alright, so my room is a lot less messy than it used to be, but I'd still rather not show it to you. It's still messy because I've moved some stuff and I haven't finished cleaning up. Anyway, also I don't know if I showed you last month, but I have this Aren-san figurine, and now I have one more Nendoroid, the Sakura one from Laid Back Camp. But the other 9 are the same I used to have. Both 3, I don't want to get hurt, so I'll max out my defense. Volume 1 through 6, I've read up to Volume 2. Paradise Residence, the entire collection, I've read Volume 0 and 1. 0 is included here. Otherworldly Izakaya Nobu, Volume 1 through 10, I've read up to Volume 8. Imakoi, Now I'm in Love, Volume 1 through 7, I've read up to Volume 4. Itami-chan is Shy with Strangers, Volume 1 through 6, I've read up to Volume 5. My Dear Friend Nokotan, Volume 1 through 4, I've read up to Volume 2. No Matter What You Say, Furi-san is Scary, Volume 1 through 4, I've read up to Volume 3. I've read all 4 of them, sorry. Spring Yearning, this is a hentai, so I'm not gonna show you the cover, but I haven't read it yet. However, When Budding Lilies Bloom, which is another hentai. This one is a yuri though, and I've read it. Cats and Sugar Bowls, I haven't read it yet. Pompo the Cinephile, Volume 1, 2, and 3, I've read Volume 1 and 2. Donut Under a Crescent Moon, the entire collection, I've read up to only Volume 1. Uzaki-chan Wants to Hang Out, Volume 1 through 9, I've read up to Volume 8. Azumanga Daioh, the entire collection, I haven't read it yet, and I've bought it like 2 years and a couple days ago. I Can't Believe I Slept With You, Volume 1, 2, and 3, the entire collection, I've read Volume 1 only. Namikawa-san Won't Take a Licking, the entire collection, I've read up to Volume 3. Please Go Home Misakutsu, Volume 1, 2, and 3, I've read up to Volume 1. Tomo-chan is a Girl, Volume 1 through 8, I've read the entire collection. Inamatsuri, Volume 1 through 18, and I've read up to Volume 12. The Ideal Sponger Life, Volume 1 through 14, I've read up to Volume 2 only. Alright, so these are omnibus. So Kindred Spirit on the Roof, 2 volumes, I've read it. The Girl I Want Is So Handsome, 2 volumes, I haven't read it. These 2 I haven't read it either, so Count Fujiwara's Suffering, Volume 1, 2, and 3, as well as The Whole Humanity is Gone Yuri, except for me. Next is Magia Record, Puella Magi Madoka Magica Side Story, Volume 1 through 6, I've read only Volume 1. How Champ Can Study, Volume 1 through 1 and 2, I haven't started it yet. Agent of My Heart, Volume 1 through 4, the entire collection, I haven't started it yet. Daily Report About My Witch Senpai, Volume 1 and 2, I've read both. Gabriel Dropout, Volume 1 through 12, I've read up to Volume 11. Wandering Witch, The Journey of Alina, Volume 1 through 4, I've read Volume 1. I'm in Love with a Villainess, Volume 1 through 5, I've read only Volume 1. Flying Witch, Volume 1 through 11, I've read up to Volume 9. Rainbow in Black, the entire collection, I've read up to Volume... all 3 of them, actually. A Sign of Affection, Volume 1 through 6, I've read all 6 of them. Aho Girl, A Clueless Girl, the entire collection, I've read up to Volume 4. The Condition of Paradise trilogy, I've read all 3 of them. I've actually gotten the omnibus of Puella Magi Madoka Magica. I used to have Volume 1 and 2 in French, but I still have them but I boxed them. I don't count them in my collection anymore, which technically means that I got 2 more books than I said I had. But yeah, remove them from my collection. But yeah, I haven't read it yet. This is all 3 volumes in one book. Rent a Girlfriend, Volume 1 through 21. I've read up to Volume 7. I'm really late on that one. Star-Crossed, Volume 1 through 4, the entire collection, I've read up to Volume 2. Yuri is My Job, Volume 1 through 11, I've read all 11 of them. Sayonara Football, the entire collection, I've read only Volume 1. Nishiju, My Ordinary Life, the entire collection, not counting Volume 11, which isn't out yet. I think it's out in Japan though, but I've read all 10 of them. By the Grace of the Gods, Volume 1 through 9, I've read up to Volume 3. Rent a Really Shy Girlfriend, Volume 1, 2, and 3, I've read Volume 1 and 2. I Want to Hit Your Pancreas, Volume 1 and 2, I've read it. Bloom Into You, Volume 1 through 8, the entire collection, I've read all 8 of them. Same for the Regarding Saiki Sayaka light novel, I've read all 3 of them. Bloom Into You Anthology, I haven't read them yet, although I did read Volume 1 on Scan's website. Frag Time, Volume 1 and 2, I've read both of them. The Kaze-san Original Series, Volume 1 through 5, I've read all 5 of them. Kaze-san and Yamada, Volume 1 and 2, I've only read Volume 1. If I Could Reach You, the entire collection, I've officially read up to Volume 5. I still haven't read officially Volume 6 and 7. The Great Jahi Will Not Be Defeated, Volume 1 through 6, I've read up to Volume 2. Farewell to My Altar, there's only 1 volume, I haven't read it yet. My Senpai is Annoying, Volume 1 through 10, I've read up to Volume 9. Citrus, I've read all 10 of them. And Citrus Plus, Volume 1 through 5, I've read up to Volume 4. Alright, so there's 3 shelves left, so still good chunk of time. I'm gonna try to be as quickly as possible. Next is gonna be the collector's box. So again, I'm just gonna tell you which volume I read, and it's the same as last month because I've read none of them. So, A Silent Voice, up to Volume 4, Quintessential Quintuplet, Volume 4, Cells at Work, Volume 1, Watakoi, Volume 1 and 2, because this is a double-sized book. Ouch, and my phone's getting warm for some reason. Probably because I'm filming with the lights. I'm gonna turn it off for a few seconds. Yeah, it's because of that. Sorry for My Familiar, the entire collection, I've read up to Volume 3. Gal Gohan, the entire collection, I've read up to Volume 4. My Dress Up Darling, Volume 1 through 10, I've read up to Volume 3. Sweet Blue Flowers, the entire collection, I've read Volume 1 and 2. This one, these are double-sized volumes. Vampire Dormitory, Volume 1 through 10, I've read up to Volume 7. Lovesick Ellie, Volume 1 through 12, the entire collection, I've read up to Volume 4. Young Ladies Don't Play Fighting Games, Volume 1 through 5, I've read up to Volume 4. 5 Seconds Before Witch Falls in Love, there's only 1 volume, I've read it. Sunbeams in the Sky, Volume 1 and 2, I've read Volume 1. My Secret Affection, Volume 1 and 2, I haven't started it yet. Honey Lemon Soda, Volume 1 through 4, I've read up to Volume 3. The Danger Is in My Heart, Volume 1 through 7, I've read up to Volume 6, I misplaced Volume 6. I Married My Best Friend to Shut My Parents Up, I haven't read it yet. The Voynich Hotel, there's only 3 volumes, I haven't started it yet in English, I've read Volume 1 in French. Fly Me to the Moon, Volume 1 through 19. I've read up to Volume 16. The light novel version of Kuma 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 Bear, Volume 1 through 15, including 11.5. I've read up to Volume 5. Whisper Me a Love Song, Volume 1 through 6. I've read up to Volume 4. Perfect World, the entire collection. I've read up to Volume 7. Beauty and the Beast Girl, there's only one volume, I've read it. In the Land of Leedale, Volume 1, 2, and 3, I've read up to Volume 1. Superwoman in Love, Honey Trap and Rapid Rabbit, the entire collection, I've read up to Volume 4. Roll Over and Die, I Will Fight for Another Life with My Love and Your Sword, light novel version, I've read up to Volume 2. I don't know when Volume 5 is gonna come out. Some people say it's cancelled. I don't know. I know it's been confirmed, but yeah. But it doesn't seem to come out even in Japan. I got caught up in the Hero Summon, but the other world was at peace. Volume 1 through 6, I've read only Volume 1. Cheeky Brad, Volume 1 through 8, I've read up to Volume 3. Love in Hell, Volume 1, 2, and 3, the entire collection, I haven't started it yet. Kaguya-sama Love is War, Volume 1 through 26, I've read up to Volume 19. We Never Learn, the entire collection, I've read up to Volume 16. Kumi Can Communicate, Volume 1 through 27, I've read up to Volume 20. Alright. And yeah, there's a Natsumi sticker right here. The last shelf is gonna be super quick, you'll see. Doomsday with My Dog, Volume 1, 2, and 3, I haven't started the series yet. Living Room Matsunaga-san, Volume 1 through 11, the entire collection, I've read up to Volume 7. Girls Last Tour, the entire collection, I've read all 6 of them. My Special One, Volume 1, 2, and 3, not the entire collection, sorry, but I've read up to Volume 2. The two of them are pretty much like this, Volume 1, 2, and 3, I've read Volume 1 and 2. The manga version of the magical revolution of the reincarnated princess and the genius young lady, Volume 1 through 4, I've read Volume 1 only. Mint Chocolate, Volume 1 through 9, I've read up to Volume 3, sorry. Little Witch Academia, the nonsensical witch in the country of the fairies, there's only one volume, I've read it. My Friend's Little Sister As It In For Me, Volume 1 through 8, I've read up to Volume 4. I have a lot of trouble reading that name, but Fierin, sorry if I misspelled it, Beyond Journey's End, Volume 1 through 9, I've read up to Volume 4. Higehiro, after being rejected, I shaved and took in a high school runaway. Volume 1 through 8, I've read up to Volume 4. Hello Melancholic, Volume 1, 2, and 3, the entire collection, I've read up to Volume 1. Arukana Received, the entire collection, I've read up to Volume 4. Happy Kaneko Scare Live, Volume 1 through 6, I've read all 6 of them. The light novel version of The Alchemist Who Survived Now Dreams of a Quiet City Life, Volume 1 through 6, as I said, the entire collection, I've read Volume 1 only. The light novel version of Adachi and Shimamura, Volume 1 through 10, officially read up to Volume 8, unofficially read all 11 of them. The manga version of Adachi and Shimamura, Volume 1 through 4, I've only read up to Volume 2. Studio Apartment, Good Lightning, Angel Included, Volume 1 and 2, I've read both. Black and White, Tough Love at the Office, Volume 1, I haven't started it yet. Magic Artisan Dahlia Waltz No More, Volume 1 through 5, I've read up to Volume 2. A Condition Called Love, Volume 1 through 4, I've read up to Volume 3. I Love You So Much, I Hate You, there's only one volume and I've read it. If Witch Then Witch, the entire collection, I've read all 3 of them. Sakurai-san Wants to Be Noticed, Volume 1 through 4, the entire collection, I've read up to Volume 2. The Summer You Were There, Volume 1, 2, and 3, I've read Volume 1 and 2. I've Been Killing Slime for 300 Years and Maxed Out My Level, manga version, Volume 1 through 11, I've read up to Volume 2. Yuri Espoir, Volume 1 through 4, I've read up to Volume 2. Banished from the Heroes Party, I decided to live a quiet life in the countryside, Volume 1 through 4, I've read up to Volume 1. Alia Sometimes Hides Her Feelings in Russians, Volume 1 through 4, I've read up to Volume 2. Exactly the same for Chasing Aoi Koshibai, Volume 4, read up to Volume 2, but this is the entire collection. Wandering Witch, The Journey of Alina, Volume 1 through 11, I've read up to Volume 5. I Want to Eat Your Pancreas, light novel version, volume 1. There's only one volume, I've read it. The light novel version of Banished from the Hero's Party, there's 9 volumes so far. I've read up to volume 2. I'm in Love with the Villainess, the entire collection, of the main series at least. I've read up to volume 2. Days with My Stepsister, light novel version. Because I don't think we're gonna get the manga version anytime soon, but yeah, volume 1, I've read it. The Executioner and Her Way of Life, up to volume 6, I've read up to volume 2. Bofri, I Don't Want to Get Hurt, so I'll max out my defense, light novel version. Volume 1 through 10, I've read up to volume 4. The Angel Next Door Spoils Me Rotten, volume 1 through 5, as well as 5.5, I've read up to volume 4. Am I Actually the Strongest, volume 1 through 4, I've read up to volume 2, and this is the manga version. I don't have the light novel version yet. The light novel version of I've Been Killing Slime for 300 Years and Maxed Out My Level, volume 1 through 13, I haven't started it yet. In the Land of Leedale, volume 1 through 8, I've read up to volume 2. You Like Me, Don't You? So Wanna Go Out With Me, volume 1, I've read it. Higero, light novel version, volume 1 through 4, I've read up to volume 2. The Magical Revolution, light novel version, 1 through 5, I've read only volume 1. I Fell in Love with a Soapland Girl, light novel version, because there's no manga so far of that. I've read up to volume 2. Alright, next shelf is gonna be super short. You probably noticed that most of the ones I keep seeing on my favorite, I haven't mentioned them yet. That's because I'm going to keep the next shelf for my favorite. At least I will try. I know it's not gonna be possible, but for as long as I can, I will do that. So, Laid Back Camp, volume 1 through 14. I'm probably gonna surprise no one by saying that I read all 14 of them, especially since not long ago I made a review of volume 14. Non Biori. I actually put them basically, the top shelf is almost in order of my favorite, but not really. You'll see what I mean. Non Biori, the entire collection. I've read all 16 of them. New Game, the entire collection. I've read all 13 of them. These two are not my favorite, but because it's the same format as these, I decided to put them with. But Bocce the Rock, volume 1, I've read it. The Girl with the Sanpaku Eye, volume 1 through 4, I've read all 4 of them. Next is My Clueless First Friend, in English this time, volume 1 through 6, I've read volume 1 and 2. The Girl I Like Forgot Her Glasses, volume 1 through 6, I've read up to volume 5. And last but not least, one of the best rom-com I've discovered this year, Love's in Sight, volume 1 through 4, I've read up to volume 2. Oh my god, my throat hurts. I should have drank something before I started this video. Hello Keita, now you can stay here because I'm done. You can stay there if you want. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.